Hi guys, in today's video, I created 9 Lemaire inspired outfits. I was actually just going to do 7 outfits because that's an easy number, but I was so inspired by the challenge that I ended up doing 2 additional looks. It was so much fun. While I do own several Lemaire pieces, I wanted to challenge myself by just using a few Lemaire pieces here and there, more on the accessory side, and to work with other brands and vintage items to bring the looks together to see if that I could align other brands with the ethos of Lemaire. So who's Lemaire? Lemaire is a fashion house led by Christophe Lemaire and Sarah-Linh Tran. This collection balances form and function in thoughtful clothing and accessories that are designed for everyday life. Sarah-Linh Tran has been a style muse of mine for quite some time, and her point of view is clearly injected into the brand's DNA. And Christophe Lemaire is also one of my style muses. I feel like he is the pinnacle of stylish menswear. So they're both equally inspiring for me. Why do I covet Lemaire? Well, there's a refinement in their pieces that really speak to me. There's nothing verbose or extraneous in their designs. The intention behind the brand is to mix, layer, and reinvent pieces. So there's a timeless quality that I find very appealing about Lemaire. Now let's get into some looks. Lemaire is unrivaled when it comes to their impeccable color selection. And that's what I was thinking when I selected these colors. I think they're working in perfect unison with each other. And we may officially be in autumn, but the colors are definitely screaming spring. But I decided to address the cooler temperatures with the textiles. So what I'm wearing is this wool-rich 100% wool shirt jacket in this beautiful sage color. And I decided to go with the mandarin fanny pack in this beautiful honeydew color because I thought that it popped really nicely against the sage green. And I'm wearing it with this extreme cashmere maxi skirt. And it's really the most comfortable skirt that I own. I own it in a few other colorways because it's just that good. The cement hued ankle boots are by Loke and they're very, very comfortable. And I think it gives a really nice pop to the outfit. I'm toying with the idea of opening up the vents in this Woolrich shirt, um, just so that I can add a bit of like flow and ventilation. But I think that in the cooler months, I'll keep it as is and maybe explore doing that in the warmer months when I need a little bit of airflow. No one does tonal styling quite like Lemaire, and if you've been watching my videos, then you know that I am a huge lover of earth tones. So this look really makes me happy. It's rust-colored shirt dress that's vintage, and I originally purchased it with white buttons, and just swapping out the buttons for brown buttons really made this a huge difference in the look and feel of this dress. And I'm wearing it with the Lemaire croissant crossbody. It matches so well as the boots that I'm wearing. These boots have been in my collection for over 2 decades, and it's really interesting to see all of the different ways that I've styled these boots. But I think this look is by far my favorite because of the tonal styling of this look. I think that it's such a nice, um, it blends so nicely with the dress and the bag and also my hair. I absolutely use my hair as an accessory for my outfits. It's, I would say, maybe 25 or 30% of the outfit most of the time. My hair has notes of brown and orange and a rust color, depending on the light, and sometimes even pink. So I'm able to really lean in on these earth tones because my hair color is also an earth tone, and it's really fun to play around with. This next look was inspired by Sarah-Linh Tran's use of monochromatic and soft flowy textiles. My favorite color is green, so I'm instantly drawn to any garment that's green. It really just comes down to if the textile is right. And the textile is perfect for this trench coat and this silk dress that I'm wearing underneath. These two pieces are really beautiful silk. They flow so nicely, and you might think that these pieces are part of a set, but I actually purchased them years apart from each other. The dress is in this 90s cut, and it's very fitted and it just flares out at the bottom in such a beautiful way. And the trench coat is oversized, and I love putting these two pieces together for a tonal look. Because these pieces were both purchased at different times in my life, it almost feels like these pieces are soulmates and they found their way to each other, and I find that to be a bit romantic. Now, the bag is by Modern Weaving, and it's this beautiful balloon shape, and the green is not um, the exact shade as the trench coat and the dress. And I like that. I like that it sets itself apart and it has its own little moment, but it's still part of a monochromatic look. And for the shoes, I'm wearing these Joey Mariah riding boots in black, and it's a very comfortable outfit. I love it. This next look is all about the Uniqlo U trench coat in this beautiful dolphin blue shade. Now, if you're not aware, Uniqlo collaborates with Lemaire in the Uniqlo U collection. And I have to say that I'm a bit conflicted by this purchase because while I love Lemaire and I love the cut of this coat, what I don't love is the fabrication. I make a concerted effort to only buy articles of clothing that are made with natural fibers, and this coat does not fit the criteria. It is made out of, the shell is made out of a rayon um, nylon blend, and the lining is made out of a poly cotton blend. So it's not ideal for me. I just don't like the way that synthetic fibers feel against my skin. However, because it's a trench coat, I know that it's going to be layered on top of an article of clothing of mine that will most likely have natural fibers. So I did make a concession for this piece. I'm also wearing it with this Lauren Manoogian bottle top shell in a alpaca fabrication, and I really love these two pieces together. I think it looks so smart. And because there's such this focus on the coat and the cape, it's really at the forefront of this look. I decided to go with a more basic um, layering underneath. So I'm just wearing a black jersey dress, and I am again wearing the Joey Mariah ankle boots. Excuse me, riding boots. And I really like this look. This look, I feel like I could spend all day in it and walk around the forest or, go shopping. It's super chic and I love it. I really love the accompaniment of the bottle top Lauren Manoogian shell with the jacket in the last look. So I decided to redo that look or do that look again with this motorcycle black leather oversized jacket by Zara. And I'm wearing the Lauren Manoogian shell in a cinnamon color, and I think this looks really nicely together. And what I also like is the Mandarin fanny pack. The leather of that bag is tying in really nicely with the leather in the Zara coat. And just a quick note about Zara, because I do want the focus of this channel to highlight sustainable slow fashion, and I am peppering in some pieces of fast fashion. And the reason why is because once upon a time, I did shop fast fashion and I still own a lot of those pieces. I consider them vintage. So they still have a home in my wardrobe. And occasionally they make their way into some of these looks because um, they're timeless. I purchase timeless pieces. Moving on, I'm also wearing the Studio Nicholson fuse skirt in what I thought was a black color, but as I'm looking at the footage and seeing this skirt more in the daytime, it looks like it's got little undertones of red in it. I'm not sure if that's just through washing it or heat, but that's the color that it is now. And I do wish that I had chosen a different um, skirt. Maybe the Ryan Roche circle skirt in the black cashmere would have been better because that's a true black. But I still really like this look. I think it's super chic, um, and I enjoy wearing it. And the boots are also the Mariah Joey riding boots. Lemaire's designs are rooted in everyday life, and this next look is my take on form and function as it relates to my life. I love how this green Camille Fortune's trench coat blends in with the trees. There's almost a "Where's Jacqueline" moment here. Um, when I ordered this jacket, I somehow overlooked the fact that the hem is raw and unfinished. And um, I must say, I was initially livid. I thought that someone had returned the coat after cutting the hem, and the problem was now mine. And then I remembered that Cameo Fortunes does have this unfinished look to some of their pieces, and that's what's happening here. And I think I'm going to keep the jacket as is because there's this sturdiness to the jacket that I love. So I really, and I've been on the hunt for green trench coats for such a long time, and I finally found that one that was perfect, with the exception of the raw hem. I do own a sewing machine, so I can always fix that if it bothers me so much. But I think for now, I'm just going to live with the design as it was intended and see where it goes. So underneath, I'm wearing this linen green um, cardigan that I'm wearing it backwards. And I really like how the green in this um, cardigan works with the jacket. And for the bottoms, I'm wearing this Rachel Comey. It's a dress that I converted into a skirt. The dress was in a midi length, and I just prefer maxi length. So I decided to turn it into a maxi skirt instead. And for the shoes, again, the Joey black Mariah riding boots. Overall, I really enjoyed this look, and I think that this look may embody Lemaire better than all of the other looks, but I'm still undecided on which is my favorite. This next look is inspired by the use of proportions, specifically in a photo that I saw of Sarah-Linh Tran. She's wearing a pair of oversized culottes, which look to be a wool material. Um, I am a short gal. I'm 5 foot 1.5. So I steer clear from culottes because I feel like it shortens me. But um, I think it's genius the way that she's approached this because she's tying in the color of um, the culottes with her boots. And so I decided to do the same. I'm wearing these Levi's ribcage jeans in a couple of sizes larger than I'm accustomed to. And I did that so that I would have a baggy look. And I just cuffed them up underneath and paired it with these um, riding boots in black. And I went back to the rest color because I just can't get away from it. I'm wearing this vintage wool rust grandpa cardigan, and I was inspired by the Lemaire twist design that they do so well with their shirts and dresses. And I decided to just kind of swoop the cardigan off to the side so that the buttons were askew, and tucked it in and added a rust colored leather belt to the look. And to top it all off, I'm wearing the Lemaire crossbody croissant bag in the rust colorway. And I really, really like this look. I wish that I had tried this sooner. And I do think this look in particular really does need the supportive heels to lengthen the look or my appearance because I'm so short, but I'll take it as it is right now because I'm walking through a forest like um, environment. So it just makes sense to wear the shorter heel. And I love this look. I loved that last look so much that I decided to do it again. This time I'm taking a pair of gray Levi's and also in the rib cage style. And I've tucked it under again. I'm cuffing it. And um, the intent here was to show off these gorgeous suede over the knee boots in this really beautiful brown color. These boots are from Zara. They were gifted to me back in 2008 or 2009. And for the top, I'm wearing this Eskandar boxy shirt jacket in a wool fabrication. I love this shirt. I have been eyeing Eskandar for quite some time. Their prices are a bit high, so I really take my time before I decide to invest in a brand. And I'm really happy that I did because this shirt jacket is so comfortable. It's so large, it's super boxy, but it flows really nicely against my body. And just can't get enough of it. I can't wait to style this a bit more, and I can't wait to purchase some more pieces by Eskandar. And then for the bag, I'm wearing Uniqlo crossbody in a nylon material. It's a messenger. I really like this bag. I was hoping for the shoes to match the bag, but I really wanted to go with a utilitarian bag, and I don't have one in the brown that matches these shoes. I have some other brown bags that I think would work really nicely, and maybe I'll take that out for a spin next time. But for this look, I think that this is really sending the message home about comfort, utilitarian, and taking pieces and combining them in a way that really stand out and look beautiful and is also comfortable. And last but not least, I wanted to incorporate the elements of tonal dressing, form, and function that I love so much about Lemaire, but expressed through knitwear, because knitwear really is a cornerstone of comfort in my wardrobe. I wear knitwear as often as I can, and I wear knitwear throughout all of the seasons. So here I'm wearing this extreme cashmere maxi dress as well as an extreme cashmere maxi cardigan. And I love these two pieces together. I also bought these two pieces independent of each other and without realizing that they were the same color. So I'm really, happy about these soulmates finding each other in this way. This outfit feels surreal. Moving through life in cashmere while incorporating pieces of utility is such an interesting juxtaposition, and yet they work so well together. I love how choosing the right accessories to cater to a specific purpose can completely alter the vibe of an outfit. I so often am wearing um, articles of clothing that are comfortable but can seem impractical, for example, silk or cashmere. But when married to a toned down bag or shoe, it can instantly bring a level of practicality to a look. And that's what we have here. This look was so fun to put together, and I really enjoyed wearing it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I couldn't pick a favorite. Each outfit had something in it that had my heart, whether it was the rust color or the green with that navy blue skirt, or the blue jacket with the blue shell on top. Just all of them had something about them that I just really loved. Let me know in the comments which was your favorite look. And if you enjoyed this video, if you could like, comment, subscribe, share this video so that we can grow the community. It would really help the algorithm and help me to create more of these videos. It's such a passion of mine. I truly love doing these videos, and I hope to see you next time. Ciao.